Hi Virgo, welcome to your September monthly tarot reading. This will be a general reading for the month of September containing 6 cards. Let's get straight into it, Virgo, and see what's happening for September. September, 7 of Wands. Okay. 8 of Wands. The Fool. The Strength card. King of Swords. And the Justice card. Okay, starting out from the top left, you have the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands is a card of defense. It is a card of confrontation. It is a card of having the need to protect yourself. I think there's an important conversation that's happening here, or an important verdict that's coming with the Justice card here. We have the King of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. So there is big news coming out for you this month. And I feel like it's going to change a lot of things for you. So the 7 of Wands, as you can see here, it's all about gathering your resources, gathering evidence. Maybe it's for a court case here. We do have the Justice card. And it's feeling like you're a lone wolf. Because here you are, you're on your own. There isn't much support behind you because you're defending yourself. So it almost feels like you're going out on a limb this month. Now, if this is for a relationship, it could mean that there's certain people that are gossiping or disapproving of your relationship, your partnership, or the choices you're making as a couple. And it'll have you being on the defense. And you will be conjuring up spiteful words, maybe conjuring up this sort of energy where you can retaliate in some way, shape, or form, Virgo. There could be a confrontation happening in relationships, yes. It could be an important conversation that you've been meaning to have, Virgo, and now this is the month to have it. And this could apply in several areas of your life. It not only pertains to your relationships, but if we have a look at work and creating, designing, etc., on the job front, it really is, as I said, you going out on a limb, and it might be that you're exposed in some way and you feel as though your higher self, your ego, that part of the brain is trying to defend and master or even manipulate people that are around you. I don't necessarily feel it's manipulate. I feel it's more there's something that needs to be addressed or said, and you will not hesitate to do it. There's a lot of fire here. So this is maybe anger. This is resentment. I feel like this is pent up energy that has been inside you for quite some time, Virgo, and you've just about had enough. For some of you, you feel foolish in a situation. We do have the Fool card. And as I said, the 8 of Wands is about communication. There's news coming in. Things are lining up. Things are aligning. The time is now. The place is now. The conversation is now. Whatever it is that you need to do, it needs to be addressed, and you will be taking action. Whether this is legally protecting yourself, a business, an entity, whether this is news about someone else coming in, maybe there's rumors. Maybe someone is approaching you saying, let's talk about this relationship. Let's talk about these thoughts. Let's talk about what's going on with you because I disapprove it. And this isn't going to sit well with you, Virgo, because yourself and your mind and your ego and, that higher level of consciousness is so prized to you. It can be a little bit of pride, yes, because we do have the Strength card here, the Leo. So it can be pride, but I think it's more protecting your higher conscience because that's really important to you. And I feel as though whoever's got something to say, whether it be in a relationship or, as I said, work, I feel as though you're going out on the limb here and the need to protect yourself, and either maybe a little bit of damage control, or it's just not giving any more thought or devotion or dedication to those thoughts that don't serve you, those comments that don't serve you, those remarks that don't serve your best interest. For others who are single, or in a relationship, there's important conversations that are coming about. You do have the King of Swords with the Eight of Wands. This is action and movement within a relationship, maybe for some of you. And for some, it might be moving too fast and you're not ready. Maybe you need more time to think and to conjure up fantasies and scenarios and see whether this person fits into your lifestyle or not, whether they're right for you. There could be news about a trip. You do have the Fool card as well, planning a trip. But I feel as though there's disapproval, either disapproval from your work. They might not let you leave. They might be very disappointed that you're choosing to maybe take a holiday, take a hiatus. Maybe it doesn't sit well with them. And hence this ordeal. But there is a verdict. We see like people deliberating here. So the King of Swords and the Justice card, we see them deliberating. They have their swords held high up. You know, he's got the scales. So this is important. Whatever this is that's coming up, this is important. And you need to muster the strength to do this. The Eight of Wands can be seen as the arrows of love. So there's potentially a union that's coming about here that's forming. It might be forming more slower, but it's definitely taking form here because you do have the Fool card. This is indicative of new beginnings, new starts, surrendering. Like I said, going out on a limb, stepping off that precipice, having the strength to muster on. But there could be new romance popping in for some of you, forming for some of you, a new person popping into your life. New experiences, new ventures. The Fool card here can be symbolic of foolish behavior as well, though. So as I said, if someone's making you feel a certain way, Virgo, you will be needing to protect yourself, your higher self, this month. There can be need for exercise this month. I feel like that would be a good outlet for you, for maybe if you have some tensions around a relationship or a work situation. I feel as though we see these cards here, the Fool card, the Strength, the Seven of Wands, and they're all sort of making these moves here. The Fool can represent hiking and walking. The Seven of Wands can be like weights. The Strength card being outdoors with animals. It's this, I think this will be a good outlet for you for this month. You might have a lot going on, a lot of people, a lot of conversations this month that you'll end up somewhat frazzled by what everyone is telling you. They're pushing their opinion on you, but you're steadfast. You're steadfast because you have that strength. The strength of your mind is amazing. You have this natural ability to overcome obstacles in your mind, to plan so far ahead that it would get other signs in just a spin because they wouldn't understand how you do it, how you're so methodical, how you approach it this way, Virgo. So it's important that you're steadfast, I think, and headstrong, which you naturally are. For some, there's a relationship that's going to take a lot of nurturing. The Leo is all about nurturing and leadership and pride and coming together and unification. So there's unification that's needed from you, Virgo, from someone else, from a partner, or from yourself with the Strength card here. You could be walking on eggshells in the workplace as well, possibly. We do have the Fool card with the Strength card. Maybe there's something happening around work where you're sort of tiptoeing around other people or just testing the waters, so to speak, and maybe this would be a good idea because strength is here, strength is needed. But I love this, it does show that there's you will lead and you will be successful in what it is that you're trying to achieve. If this is a relationship, some of you have an Aries, Leo, Libra coming in here, someone that's quite affectionate with the Strength card here, someone that wants to be maybe the dominant, maybe wants to help lead and nurture and give you a lot of mental stimulation, which is good. It's what you need. They're wanting a new beginning with you. The Fool card can be new beginnings. The Strength card in a work situation is, again, leading from the front, stepping up. If you have a unpublished manuscript or works that you're emitting out, to the public, to the world, there's contracts around this. We can see that with the Justice card. Now the next card over is the King of Swords. King of Swords is strong mental energy, deliberation, certainty, clarity. There could be an air sign around you, or an important conversation that's coming up with a loved one or a superior or a colleague at work. For some of you, you might be consulting lawyers for one reason or another. This is, getting the judicial system, a report for a police incident, maybe court matters, jurisdiction, legalities, contracts, etc., signing documents, up to 2 documents, because we have the King of Swords, then we have the Justice, or it's a strong air sign, in particular a Libra that's coming up here. As I said, I see you just approaching it head first, doing what you need to do because you're one with your thoughts, you're aligning with your thoughts, and you're protecting yourself where you need to. But at the other side of the spectrum, you have diplomacy and deliberation in your speech, in the words that you want to carry out, the actions you want to take. For some, there's an air sign that's coming in that's quite direct, that will be quite direct with you, and maybe this is what doesn't sit well with you, Virgo. Could be a fire sign as well, Leo or Aries, even Sagittarius. They're coming in and they will somehow, there might be rocky ground between the two of you. There could be a little bit of tension. There's communication, there's news coming in this month, definitely, with the 8 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Justice card. There's news you've perhaps been waiting for, or news for perseverance. Either a message, synchronicity from the universe with the 8 of Wands that's sort of ushering you in the right direction. I feel there's documents around you. Either you'll see a document, you'll be presented with something, it might not necessarily sit well with you, and you'll approach it head on. For some, there's a karmic connection, a karmic relationship that's coming with the Justice card. It could be with an air sign. As I said, those other signs as well, Aries or Leo. There's a karmic connection in one way or another, whether you're through your conscience, conscious thought, conscious deliberation, affirmation, visualization, or subconscious thought. You will attract or manifest this sign that's coming in. And there'll be news of them. They might even already be in your social circle, or it could be, they work for the judicial system. You might meet because they were your divorce lawyer, or they worked in the policing, government councils. And they're coming in, there's a karmic connection here. They're coming in because they're mirroring. They are the result of what you've been mirroring out to the universe. And they're coming back, or news of them is coming in, or something to do with them is happening in September. There's developments here. Because the Justice card does rule, this karmic energy. But something might be imbalanced this month, I feel. And this is why you'll need to address it. We have the scales here, and you're all about fairness, consistency. If this is in relationships, you know, maybe there's relationships are balancing out. Maybe you've been playing the fool and now it's time to step up and tell this person how you really feel. Or there's an ultimatum coming as well. I feel it could be because, you know, the King of Swords has sharp words, very charismatic, conjured up, very well articulated words, very strong words. And the Justice card could mean that there's an ultimatum that's either given from you to someone else or from someone else to you. And maybe that's what doesn't sit well with you here. The Justice card can also indicate documents and contracts around new beginnings, signing contracts for a new role, or even signing contracts to buy a pet. Some of you might buy a pet here with a loved one, and you sign some documentation, signing contracts together, signing travel documents together. And you have to do it, Virgo. You know what needs doing. You know what needs to be addressed. This is the month for you to do it, whether it's in a relationship with a person. If you are receiving contracts this month, make sure you're very meticulous in reading these contracts, because I feel there could be there's fine print here that could turn out you could get the short end of the stick should you not address it meticulously and have a look and see what's really written and what's the underlying message or what it is that you're entitled to as well, Virgo. So now I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave it at that. I hope you have a lovely month.